Say rolling around, sitting on doves, can't lie, I was high on shrubs.
So topical back with another video. I'm Strange Wang. He is Nate. Today we're doing Copper Drop, where we look at SteelBooks that are coming out in the future, later in the month, and we're going through our buying process, saying whether we're going to cop it or drop it, buy it or not. And he'll tell you about our social media.
If you scroll down to the description box below, pop it open, you'll find links to that social media. So click on those and give us a follow. We also have links to our coffee account and our Patreon account. If you'd like to help our channel grow financially, we would very much so appreciate that. And if you don't want to do that, then scroll back up and hit the big red subscribe button because it's free and it costs you nothing and it helps support small content creators like us.
One more thing.
We also got a Q&A. You can ask us questions. I in the corner. It doesn't got to be about movies. But I'm going to ask you a question.
What's the question?
Do you want me to go ahead and put in the clip of the Futurama guy saying, shut up and take my money?
You can. Go ahead and do it.
Shut up and take my money.
So on the front, you got, I don't even know where to start, dog. I'll let you go. Drive the boat, Kodak Black.
So this is in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. I love this movie very dearly. It is absolutely endearing to me, start to finish, for a lot of different reasons, and this cover just encapsulates all those reasons. Because this is a poster from an old Hollywood musical, except it's Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling. The colors, wow. The backdrop, wow. The framing is perfect. There's literally, I don't have a single nitpick about this. Like, I love everything about it. Like, you're on the hill, you're looking over Hollywood. Obviously, this particular location is kind of where they first feel their little spark together, even though they're singing about how they don't feel their spark together because they don't want to feel it, but they do. And I don't know, man. I'm in love with this movie all over just from looking at the SteelBook.
And he was just talking about the slip, dog. We ain't even asked. We haven't talked about the steel yet.
Yeah.
We just talking about the slipcase, and the slipcase, everything you said is true. It's wonderful. And if that was the cover, I would still buy it.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, we got 2 cops on our hands. But yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
And then take it away.
Oh, well, when you pull the slipcase off, then it's just bam, here's just this it literally is a scene from another old Hollywood montage, where they're just showing you a bunch of transparent things that slip all over the screen until you finally end up where you're landing. Again, the colors are beautiful. All these pinks and purples are some of my favorite colors. They call LA the city of lights for a reason, and this everything about that is just what used to make Hollywood so grand and glorious, which is a lot of what this film is about. Hanging on to the nostalgia of an era that is past for both of them, her and her acting and him and his jazz, and trying to reinvigorate that into their modern day lives. I could just stare at that for hours, honestly. I really could. Because the feelings that this picture invokes are wonderful, and they're warm and fuzzy, and I like it.
My favorite part of the still book, about the actual still part of the book.
Yeah.
It flows.
Yeah.
They put money into this. The spine makes sense from the front to the back. I love a good flow, and I love this part on there.
Yeah. It's true. I do too. On the inside is the background to my phone. That's my screensaver, at least on the...
That is also true.
the left side. But yeah, it's just it's still, you got that overlook again. You got them chilling there. A lot of times something we end up saying is we have zero experience with graphic design, and a lot of the SteelBooks that we look at, we're just we could have easily made a way better SteelBook than this. I could not have made a better SteelBook than this.
And the one thing I love about the inside too, and I guess the slip as well, they're so simple.
Yeah. And
they're beautiful because of that, and all the colors line up and match up. And then you get the actual outside the SteelBook, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's I like sneakers a lot, and obviously crazy button up shirts. It's you gotta dress casual. When you put those sneakers on, that's a statement piece. And I love that because it's not an outrageous SteelBook. is still is level-headed.
Yeah.
Even though a SteelBook doesn't have a head.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a bunch of people with heads on the SteelBook, so it makes sense to me.
That's true. Yeah. I think one thing that I love about the whole thing is like, and I don't know that this was intentional. It's just something that like I noticed from watching the movie so much. Most like the outside the slip, it's like it's them in love, right? And that's kind of how the movie starts. And then you take the slip off, and it's just like a bunch of craziness. And the body of the film is embodied in a bunch of craziness, but then you open it up on like the last part of the inside, and it's just like so calm, which is ultimately where like everything resolves. So the SteelBook also, whether intentional or not, has a lot of symbolism that's pertinent to the plot of the film. On top of that, they put shit on the discs because you could have just ruined what will probably be my favorite SteelBook of all time by putting some basic ass discs in there, but you didn't. You got the LA backdrop on one, and you got the nice yellow moon on the other one, which just fits perfectly with the rest of the SteelBook. This is wonderful.
We told you. 2 cops.
Yeah.
It's coming out in 4K. I already own this on SteelBook, but that 4K is going to look so nice. Mm-hmm. Magical and mystical. He's going to take his regular slipcase. He's going to throw it out the window, dog. He don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. He's actually going to pre-order one of these things. It's going to be crazy, dog.
It's true.
But tell us down below in the comment section, you copying, you dropping. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video. And subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a rich